with the Houston Texans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
At their own 13-yard line.
You're set. 19. Watch the slant. 24. Check them set. Check them set. 34.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Watson now going to run the option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. He'll buy some time right. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On 2nd down and 4, Brissett. This goes out right to Doyle. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 2nd and inches, Brissett, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Brissett. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. An even 90 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The 21st pick back in the Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brissett sets to throw it. Out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then?
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 7, Watson steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On 1st and 10, Brissett. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's a gain of
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Check 3. 22, check, bomber. 22, check, bomber. Go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brissett. And he is all the way up past the 25. Charles, with that incompletion, I want to step back for a second, just talk about the quarterbacks this year. It's an interesting stat that you and I were looking at before the game. 40 quarterbacks have been used in the first 3 weeks of the NFL season, most in the Super Bowl era. Some injuries and then just some changes at QB.
Yeah, and 20 of the starting quarterbacks this past Sunday under the age of 27. But what I like about what I'm seeing, despite the injuries, retirements, guys being unable to play, I'm seeing these youngsters and backups come in and play well in a lot of cases. Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville has taken charge there. They got their first win. Kyle Allen, 4 touchdown pass for Carolina in relief of Cam Newton. They got their first win. Going into week 3, the collective quarterback rating for the season, 94.0, which was the highest at that stage of the season in a long time in the NFL. So maybe the quarterbacking straits that we talk about all the time aren't as dire as we've made them out to be.
Here we go.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson, he's going to back away and call a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second. And he's going to go down again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Let's go.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room.
And that's caught inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, Help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Texans' 28-yard line.
Sponge! No! You got tight!
Staying on the ground with Mack. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Here's Brissett. He lets this one fly toward the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. And even 40 yards.
26!
The first down carry here for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Finding fouls complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. On 1st down, it's Watson. This is intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, 40 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri now for the point after.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 12, Watson dancing to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And an alley to run. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Brissett. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
A first down throw for Brissett. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Draw play. This is Hines. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Brissett. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
41. We got to wedge that, huh? We ain't giving up nothing today. 41's coming. 41's on the ball.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brissett. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Set, baby! Good job.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing, Brissett, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick. This for the lead in the final stages. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Carlos Hyde in the final minute, and the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases,
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Whitney merciless in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Incomplete.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So Houston going to come away here with